they moved to Millville, went to work at the store up in Evergreen Avenue.
Why did they choose to build in this area?
They were just from around here. They lived in Shaler, and the opportunity was there, so they did. And they, like I say, worked out at Evergreen Avenue. And then when my uncle wanted the store back, my dad remodeled this store. This store was a dry goods store in the old days. This building is very, very old. Probably maybe pushing 175 to 200 years old. So it's an old building, and they remodeled it. And that was it. I grew up in it with my dad. My mother worked out in the front of the store. My dad made most of the candy in the back of the store. They didn't work together. They worked together as far as a whole, like they were almost like partners. But my mother never helped my dad. We did their own parts of the job. That's right. They together they ran this, but my mother was in the store with the customers, and my dad was in the back making the ice cream at the time and making candy. That was the way it was. My dad and my mother bought this building, and they remodeled it, and they got done. I think they opened it December 13th, 1950, and my dad wanted to open it then, and my mother, her conditions were that it wasn't a Friday the 13th, so it was a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday that they opened. It was the first day at this store that they were open, and they bought very little candy. The first Valentine's Day, which would have been, well, Christmas would have been their first, but their first Valentine's Day, they might have had like 8 hearts, where now we have, lines of hearts. But they started out with about 8 hearts. That was their Valentine's Day. So it started out little and it grew. But my uncle up at Evergreen Avenue, when he took that store back, he made his own ice cream, he made his own candy, and it was run separately. Down here, my dad made his own ice cream, and he made his own candy. It was run completely separate. Customers got mixed up. They didn't know the difference between Al Yetter and Elmer Yetter, but each one got their own customers, and they were loyal. And they made a living. I mean, I grew up in it, so.
This one, yeah, just to answer that. How did you come into ownership and when?
Well, Butch and I, we got married 1965, and I didn't want any parts of the store. I grew up not wanting to do with the store at all. But my dad died in 1966, and therefore there was nobody to make the candy. My dad had a very good friend. His name was Ray Imhoff. He was an electrician. And my dad and him made candy together. Ray would help my dad a lot. Well, Ray made some candy for my mother to hold her over. And Butch started to come down and he worked at Pepsi. He worked at Pepsi Cola. And he came down on the weekend, he helped out a little bit. Him and Ray was teaching Butch how to make some of the candy and that. And then all of a sudden he decided, well, maybe he would like to have his own business instead of working at Pepsi. So that's how it all happened. When I seen him being happy in it, well, then I was happy in it. So that's basically how it worked. But when I grew up, I did not want to be here. I wanted to do something else. It wasn't a big deal to have a candy.
Did you make any big changes when you bought ownership? Did you make any big changes to the store?
No, not really. A whole lot. We made some change. We got more wholesale. We got more business. And the business grew. But we didn't make major changes.